you so much for everything that you give us, Lord. Thank you so much for Rachel and for her invitation to this call tonight, Lord. Please just be with me as I speak to this amazing team and these amazing leaders, and give me the words that just inspire, motivate, touch, and educate their hearts, Lord. I just want to lift up this team to you, Lord, lift up Rachel and her team, and just, we are so thankful for the beauty of Plexus and for the gift of Plexus and for the ability to share life-changing products and a life-changing business with other people, Lord, and just to use it as a ministry. It is just such a blessing, and I am so, so thankful for this blessing that you have given all of us. Please watch over us for the rest of the week, Lord, and protect our families. And thank you for everything that you do. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Oh, that was so beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so y'all, Mary Ann is a side sister of mine, and she is incredible. She went Emerald. Was it January? February?
Shortest month of the year. Thank you very much.
The what? The worst month of the year?
The shortest month of the year.
Oh, yeah, you did amazing. She is a wonderful, godly woman, and I will tell you, this chick is a Facebook whiz. Like, she understands Facebook and social media in a way that I could only hope and dream. So she's going to pour her awesome tips into us and share a little bit about her journey as well, because I feel like even though we can get really good at Facebook, it can get a little stale, and I think
get me on there.
A lot of ways that she can help us grow. So let me make sure everyone's muted. Okay, everyone's not muted. Sorry.
You know how to do that? If you hit participants, you can mute all.
Well, and then just unmute you.
Okay. I'm unmuted.
Okay, so you unmuted yourself. Okay, so take it away, gorgeous.
Okay, so thank you so much for having me on this call. I so appreciate you inviting me. I'm just so thrilled. I love One Plexus. Like, that is one of my big things. It's like, we are a team. I truly believe in One Plexus. So the team atmosphere is just something that's really, really near and dear to my heart. Just to give you guys a little snippet of my story, and I'm going to try and be compliant really well since we're being recorded. It's right?
It's on the team page, like, you're fine. It's just on the team page.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't go on YouTube, so I can kind of be okay.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, I'll be compliant. All right. So, because I've got to practice, right? So anyway, so before Plexus, I was a single mom of 4 kids. I had just a little background. I had grown up as an only child in Atlanta. My dad was a periodontist. I had gone to private schools like college, all this kind of stuff, had this quote unquote, great life. Married for 16 years to my children's father, and went through, I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but the beauties of a divorce. That was so much fun. Not really. So anyway, after the divorce, it was hard because I was a single mom and basically left a marriage with absolutely nothing. There was no house, there was no savings, there was no car, there was no 401k, there was absolutely nothing. And so I had always struggled ever since my first child was born with sleeping through the night. And just that whole, I probably could count on my hands the number of times that I slept through the night. And then I also dealt with some mood issues and really was down in the dumps, and really dealt with some things after my second child was born. And then just the stress of life and the stress of everything else. I was just in and out of doctor's offices, ended up in the ER one time, just really wasn't just healthy and wasn't feeling great, and was just tired and sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's when Plexus found me. And that's when Kendra Randolph, she's one of my besties, we did life together, and she's a diamond now, introduced Plexus to me. and basically told me I wouldn't recommend this for everybody, but she basically told me that I would be an idiot if I did not do this with her. And so I don't recommend that, but we were close enough that, and that's the kind of influence that she had. And she loved me enough to be like, I'm not going on this journey without you. I know you need these products. I know you need this business. Like, she saw the vision. And if y'all have never heard her speak or teach, it's just absolutely amazing. She's definitely gifted. So within the first week, so I signed up as a wholesale ambassador because I could not afford these products, right? So the first week I noticed that these products like made a difference. I started sleeping better. I had more energy. My moods were a little bit balanced. Within a couple months, I'd come off medications for those things. I haven't really practiced my story very compliantly, but I'd come off medications for depression and anxiety and insomnia. I can't not say it. Okay, and then I'm not on the radar really anyway yet. So, and then, and I started sharing it with other people. And I started sharing on Facebook, and I started sharing with my family and friends, and kind of like the floodgates kind of opened up, and people were curious about it, and they were asking about it. And y'all, to backtrack a little bit, I had worked in advertising in Atlanta, Georgia. I'd worked in an advertising agency after I was separated, and then I did some marketing and all that kind of stuff. And everything was just really hard in Atlanta as a single mom, without a lot of support and without a lot of financial and otherwise support from my ex. And so I moved to South Carolina, where things were a little less cost wise, and they just weren't as stressful. And I started starting my own marketing consulting thing because I wanted that flexibility with my children. I had gone from, an hour to an hour and a half commute one way in Atlanta to now I really wanted some flexibility with my 4 children and to really try and earn money. So, but that was really difficult. I don't know if anybody's ever tried to start their own business, but it's hard. And we are doing that right now, right? We are starting our own businesses as Plexus ambassadors. And it's, it can be tough, but my why was really strong. I was like, dang it, I'm going to do this. But, and so I had different side jobs. I was cleaning houses. I was working at Bath and Body Works retail, $7 an hour. I was really doing anything I could to survive, anything I could to make, just to bring income into my family. And that's also when Plexus found me. So when people started asking me and Plexus started like depositing checks into my bank account and I had no idea where they were coming from, I got really excited. And I was a single mom of 4 on food stamps, guys. Like, I never in a million years would have ever thought that I would have been on food stamps. I was the private school, college educated girl. Like, that doesn't happen to me, right? So I was on food stamps and Medicaid. Within 2 months, I was able to walk away from Bath and Body Works, walk away from cleaning houses. And then within 6 months, I walked away from a pretty big marketing consulting gig with a chemical company here. So, and I still have like 2 clients because they're my chiropractor and my dentist, and I just love them to death. So I do their social media for them. But I basically walked away from my, consulting advertising career. And now going to Hawaii with Miss Rachel in September. Oh my gosh, Rita, I can't wait to like meet you in person and give you a big hug. And just picked up my Lexus last month. And oh my gosh, like it's just surreal. It's really, I get goosebumps and I could cry every time I tell my story. So anyway, but just that was kind of a background of my story, just to hopefully, it took me a while to actually admit a lot of my story to people, but now that I have admitted it, it really kind of inspires some people just to know if if they're struggling so much or they were single moms and all that stuff. But I also come from a marketing background and an advertising background. And so social media is like one of my things. Like I love it. I teach on it all the time. Like it's just people on my team just know me as like the social media girl. So I'm going to talk to you a little. Is that enough, Rachel? Like about, and I can be a little long-winded. So sorry.
About you? You
yeah,
can enough. Want, but Oh, we love hearing about you. You're amazing. I'm excited to be in Hawaii with you.
So I know it'll be fun. Okay, so what I did was I broke down, I asked a number of people on my team I've got some adopted people from other teams that I have on my team page. And people that I help and that I love. And so I asked some certain people, what was their like number one or number two thing that I've ever taught them on Facebook? Like what stood out to them that I've taught them that I could come and bring to you guys? Because if I start talking about Facebook, guys, or social media, I could talk for like an hour. And I know y'all really don't want to hear from me that long. Okay. So these were some of the key things that they told me that I had, because I know y'all know the basics, but I'm going to go over just a little bit of the basics, if that's okay, Rachel. And I'm assuming I'm probably saying the same thing that you probably already said.
Well, I think the basics are necessary because we also have new people that will watch this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're pouring into right now, the people that are on, from what I can tell, aren't necessarily brand new, but not everyone has those marketing strengths. I mean, you and I both come from sales and marketing backgrounds, but a lot of people come from other places. So I think even the basics will be super beneficial. But for us, that are on here, the technical kind of like secrets that you have are.
Okay. All right. So let's go over just why we use social media. Okay. Like it's good to know why, because I think a lot of times, especially when we get new ambassadors on our team and we're telling them to post on Facebook about Plexus, number one, it can be fearful. Right? Let's all admit it. Like when we first started, I don't know, I'm pretty bold. Like I could talk to a brick wall. I have no problem like walking up to somebody and asking them if they know about Plexus. Like that's just, it doesn't, but a lot of people are not like Rachel, you and me. They're not. And there's many times that guys, I still get intimidated where I don't want to walk up to somebody. And I don't normally walk up to somebody. That's not, but I'm just saying. But it can be fearful. So I think a lot of times people, if you know why we're doing it, then they'll be bought into the idea to do it, right? It's just the law of the buy-in, John Maxwell's, right? So why we post on social media? Well, it's kind of like technology and social media is like a washing machine, okay? It's, like 100 years ago when you washed a piece of clothing, it took forever. Now we have these amazing things that God invented, that God helped us to invent. And they're washing machines. It goes faster. You can do more and you can do it, quicker and more things. So it's almost like that's what social media is. It's a way to quickly span to a huge gamut or huge audience, right? Faster and easier, rather than going through everybody that was in your third grade classroom at, Mrs. Lewis's, class and calling them, right? So it's just a great way to touch people that you wouldn't normally touch. Okay, so effective Facebook posting, there's a couple of things that I wrote down. Number one, and I'm sure y'all already know this, never put your website on social media, ever, in the comments, in the posts, like never. There's a number of reasons why, because people, I did it when I first started. I didn't know, I wasn't thinking it, but now Facebook, it's just, you don't do it for a number of reasons. One, it flags Facebook that you're trying to sell something and Facebook doesn't like that. So it could actually, put you in Facebook jail if you do it too much, because that's a business thing. Number two is that we don't want somebody going to our website and let's say they have heart issues. You don't want them going to your website and buying Accelerator and Boost and taking them at the same time. You just don't want that to happen. Number three, I'm very much a servant leader, a servant ambassador, and I really want to serve my potentials and my customers and my ambassadors. So I want to guide them through the process and not just send them to the website, which sometimes can be confusing. It's still, especially with the new one and learning that. Okay, so billboard ads, don't do them. Pretty graphics, join my team for $34.95. Like people, the last thing that people want to see before they go to bed at night is another advertisement. Like people don't want to be sold to. All right. They really don't. So the posts that have message me with more details or for more details or, this and that, or it's almost like a used car salesman, like join my team for $34.95. If you're not going to say it to them, like face to face, like don't say it on your post. you know? So that's no billboard ads. Sharing, do not hit that share button. And I'm not talking about for just Plexus, for anything. Okay. So occasionally I will share something. Like I just shared my girlfriend Susan Adreni's girl was missing or whatever. But normally I do not click share for anything. The reason why, have you guys ever noticed if you go to somebody's Facebook page and they share all those recipes or they share all that stuff, look at how many comments and likes that they have on those shares. Not very many, because Facebook, they want websites in general. I designed websites and did that kind of stuff too. But websites in general, with Google Analytics and all that, they want new and relevant content. Okay, so if we're sharing all the time, then Facebook is like, well, they don't have anything interesting to say, so it's not going to go out in the news feeds. All right, so that's just something to. And plus, you don't want to share. You just don't want to. Just don't do it. All right. Balancing your Facebook post. Y'all, yes, we can annoy people if we post too much about Plexus on our Facebook page. I mean, yes, if we're coming out and it's like, and we're all excited when we start, right? Like we're all excited about it and this and that, and we want to start posting. And it's like, if you're doing 5 Facebook posts a day on Plexus, that's probably too many. Okay. So, you know, I don't know, Rachel, what you teach them. I do. Yeah, 2. Okay, good. That's what I do too. And I just did morning and night is usually what I do, you know, just that's what I usually teach, just because people are usually on in the morning. I mean, 1 o'clock in the afternoon is not normally the best time to post, but anyway. All right, so what else? Make it personal. Y'all, we don't have to mention the word Plexus in our post for it to be about Plexus. Okay? I'm doing an accountability group right now, an IPA group right now, and one of their exercises over the past 2 days, I'm kind of like gradually getting these people into it because some of them are really brand new. And one of the exercises was to go and post a story, like even if it's 3 sentences, but it's something about how Plexus has helped you without even saying Plexus. Y'all, the engagement that people got on those posts were amazing, because they were talking about how they had more energy to do this, or they, you know, were exercising at 8 o'clock at night in their bedroom while they're on a call. I mean, for this lady up here who's that Jessica, I love that. You know, it's, you know, they're talking about things that Plexus has helped them with without mentioning it. Like, we don't have to mention Plexus. How cool is it if somebody asks you, oh my God, what are you doing to lose that 10 pounds? Oh girl, let me tell you, you know, like, just, it's almost like that drip, that casting the net, like the baiting them almost. I don't know. I just think it's kind of cool. And it'd be great for brand new ambassadors who have not started posting yet, like even to just come out without doing anything Plexus, you know, like for a brand new ambassador. But make it personal. Stories tell, facts sell. Okay. So facts are great, but not everybody cares about the amount of magnesium that's in BioCleanse. Like, I don't personally. I want to know what it's going to do for me. I want to know that what we have is going to change my life. Like, we're holding on to a little bottle of pink hope. Okay, they're buying us. They're not buying the products. They're buying our story. They're buying not even our story, but stories we're sharing, right? The stories we're telling. They're looking for something that's going to change their life. They have struggled years and years and years with weight. They're struggling with fibromyalgia and diabetes. They're struggling. They're looking for that one answer, that one thing that maybe might change their life. Okay? So hold on to that story and that hope really carefully, because y'all, we have things that will change lives. There's no doubt in my mind. It changed my life. It's changed so many people's lives. And y'all just hold on to that just tight. So stories will really, really strike their heart, you know, and the emotions are what's going to sell it. Your story is what's going to sell it. Your passion, your energy, positivity. Y'all, keep the drama off Facebook. No one cares. Save the drama for your mama. Like, I mean, yes, we can say that we don't feel good or something like that, but you know, I know that I have the best multivitamin ever. I know I'm only going to be down for 2 days instead of 5, you know, or something like that. the other thing that people know me for is my rainbow unicorn kitten attitude. So, so that's pretty, you'll hear that a lot, Rachel, if you hang around me too much. All right. Okay. So effective Facebook posting. Okay. Algorithms. Who knows what Facebook algorithms are? Anybody? Yes, kind of. No. Yes. Okay. So Facebook.
Do you want us to be interactive, or do you want?
No, I don't care. I was just nodding. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
I just want to make sure y'all. Yeah.
But
okay. So
it'll help us to know clear, and then also like the algorithms, and then what times of day are best for posting, because I know that there's best times.
Okay. All right. So Facebook algorithms, basically, it's everything on the website. You know how. Okay. So if you're on Amazon and you're shopping for a pair of shoes, I did this with my daughter. She was in a pageant. Shopping for a pair of shoes, leopard print shoes is the only reason and then you go into Facebook and you start like searching, and the same flipping shoes, leopard shoes pop up on the right-hand side. It's like, how do they know that, right? Okay. It's all algorithms. They know what we're doing. It's kind of like the people that don't use Messenger because they think Big Brother's watching. I'm like, seriously? Like, have you used a debit card? Like, it's, it's like, get over it. Anyway, okay, so Facebook has algorithms, and basically in your news feed, it shows, does anybody have a bunch of Plexus posts in their news feed? Like it's all Plexus? It's very annoying. It's because you like and comment on Plexus posts, right? So Facebook says, oh, okay, well, Shelly wants to see about this pink drink. She wants to see about da-da-da-da-da, or Jessica wants to see about, I don't know. So you're seeing whatever it is you're liking and commenting, whatever it is. So you have to be very, very intentional to be interactive on your non-Plexus people. It's very, very important. And so liking and commenting on each other's posts as Plexus ambassadors is super duper important because engagement is huge. All right. So, the more likes and comments a post gets, the further out into the news feed it goes, which is why when someone shares something and no one likes it, it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so it's almost like when you throw a rock into a river, into a lake, and you see all the different ripples. Okay, so imagine that about your post. And if you get a couple likes or comments on it, then it goes, into a little bit more bigger circle of visibility. And then do you ever wonder why you see somebody from 5th grade's profile picture that changed that has 200 likes that you've never seen anything shown up in your newsfeed? Because it has 200 likes. So Facebook broadens that to more people's news feeds. Okay, so it touches greater. So the more likes and comments that you guys can do on each other's post is going to extend them out into the news feed. Does that make sense? And then the other thing is let's say, like Rachel, let's say that you have a new ambassador and she puts out, or you have an ambassador and she puts out her personal story on Tuesday, okay? And you think, oh my gosh, it's Amanda's, oh my gosh, it's such a great story. Saturday morning, I'm gonna go back and look at that story and I'm gonna like on it or comment on it again, and it pops it back through the newsfeed. So that's why you see something 4 days earlier come back through your newsfeed, is because somebody's liked and commented on it. And so it pushes it back through, all right? So it works really cool for your memory post. Like if you've been with Plexus for a year and you're having a really tough day and you can't post anything and it pops up into your memories, you just like it, it goes back through. It's like, so it's just a neat trick. The times of day, the best times of day that I have found to post on Facebook, Friday evening, hands down, has got to be one of the best times that I have found to post on Facebook. I get the most likes in the comments. I really do. Anytimes between like the 5 to 8 to 9 p.m. range is really good. And I don't know why on Friday night, I've noticed that has been huge. So engaging post. At least once a week, you need to do an engaging post. An engaging post is a post where you ask for somebody's advice, you ask for somebody's opinion, you do some sort of survey, something that's going to get a lot of people commenting on your post. And it's not Plexus. Okay, this is a non-Plexus post. I did one a few weeks ago, Rachel, I don't remember it, but it's Duke's versus Hellman's mayonnaise. Y'all, I had like 76 comments on the difference between Duke's and Hellman's mayonnaise. You know, it was crazy.
You're kidding me.
No, it's so, but so then what happens is, you know, Tom over here from 5th grade, he sees it, right? And so he gives his opinion of it. And then Facebook says, oh, well, I guess Tom wants to see Marianne's post. And so then when you put a Plexus post out, it goes in Tom's newsfeed. All right. So that's the reason why you do the engaging post.
We do the nail polish one and like the house choice one. But that's probably a more like gender neutral mayonnaise-y one, I guess. But I don't know. Some people hate mayo. I don't know how you did that. That's crazy.
I mean, it's just something. I was making a sandwich, and it was funny because Donnie, my husband, loves Miracle Whip, and I'm like, yuck. And, you know, I love Hellman's, and then I knew somebody else like, so I was like, oh, I just made it up, you know? And, but anything, right now we're doing engaging posts on, that's one of the, we're doing twice a week on my IPA group, and Fridays and Tuesdays for engaging posts. Because I do Friday, so then you get all the engagements, and then Saturday or Friday night when you post your Plexus post, it's going to go out into their newsfeed. So anyway, but yeah, you can do anything. Like, you know, hair and makeup is like always a great one. Short hair, do you like this color or that color? Okay, so if you don't have 10 Plexus Facebook friends, at least go make some and ask Rachel who you should friend. Okay, so we need Plexi friends. All right, we need
your friend.
Huh?
Marianne will be everyone's friend.
Your friend. And then what else? Okay. Okay, time management. Anybody have trouble? They hear, I don't have time to post on Facebook. I don't have time. Like, right? Okay, so I know it's hard sometimes, especially if you're like working like 12-hour shifts and you got like 18 kids and you're like running to like baseball all the time and this and that. And so a lot of times I think if you think about making it more personal, so you don't have to make it complicated. Like, don't overthink it, y'all. Like, seriously, don't overthink it, because it doesn't have to be this like magical post about whatever. I mean, you could just take a picture of your tennis shoes and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for the energy I could go running today, or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's quick. But if you're going out of town, or if you know for a couple of days, like your daughter's getting married and you know you're going to be swamped or whatever, and you can't do any sort of Plexus post, use a scheduling app. You know, use Buffer, use Every Post, use Hootsuite, and schedule those babies out. I'm not crazy about Hootsuite on my phone, but Buffer and Every Post are great apps to use on your phone. Okay. And you can just copy, paste, bam. I mean, you're good to go. Type it out. A lot of times I will do that too. If I see something, like if Rachel posts a great post and Rachel and I have so many of the same followers, then I might go and copy it and save the picture and schedule it for 3 weeks from now. So, you know, something like that. Who uses a Facebook friends list? Anybody? Nobody?
Well, I started, but you know how like your friends grow and then you got to keep up with it. I need help with that. Teach us how to do that, Marianne.
Does everybody know what a Facebook friends list is? Okay. All right. So Facebook has a way that you can manage your friends list. All right. So let's say you have 1,000 friends. Okay. Number one, you don't see all of their newsfeed. Number two, you probably don't remember 25% of them, who they are. Right. And then, but you got to, does everyone have their list of 100? Yes. Okay. So you've got your list of 100. Okay. So this is what I would encourage you guys to do. Organize it. Number one, make sure you're Facebook friends with everybody on your list of 100. If you can't find them by name, search by them by phone number, search by them by email. You can do that. So, okay, this is a total side note. I squirrel a lot, so Rachel, you got to keep me on track. But if you get like little Johnny's,
I got notes. I'm taking notes. I'll put you on.
Okay, if you have little Johnny's, your baseball team, and just all the baseball moms, and all their emails come, because you get the mass email, right, with the 12 parents on it. Highlight the email and search it in Facebook and find the mom and be friends with her. All right, so you can do it that way. All right, so Facebook friends list. So organize your list of 100. Pick your 20. Pick your dream teamers. Pick your chicken list people, top 20 people that you want on your team, that you know could use these products or whatever. And then you create a Facebook friends list. Do you want me to share my screen and show you how to do this? Yes?
Yes,
No?
please. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, and what you're going to do is, I'll just give you the overview real quick. So when you do a Facebook friends list, basically then when you're looking at a news feed, all you're seeing are those specific people. All right. So I have a Facebook friends list for my family. So I don't miss something that my family is doing, like cousins and, all that kind of stuff. All right. So can you give me sharing rights?
I
don't know. Let me see if I can. Hold on.
do that.
Let me go back. Oh, I can. Hold on. Oh, no, I can't.
Rights, right?
Okay, here we go.
Oh, wait, I can make you co-host.
I think you can see my screen now, right?
Let me see if I can see people. Can someone give me a thumbs up if you can see Marianne's screen? Okay, great.
Can y'all see it?
Ashley, thank you, Shelly.
Because I can't see y'all. Oh, there you are. Okay, here we go.
We're here.
Okay,
the lighting is always better when, for some reason, people.
I can see it.
Oh, yay! Okay. All right.
Oh, by the way, Marianne, Kimmy right there. She's our senior Ruby. She just went senior Ruby when we went Emerald.
Yay! Congrats! Oh my gosh, I love it.
Thank you. Working on Emerald as quick as I can.
Get it, girl.
Lovely.
Okay, so here we go. You're on this page, right? Everybody see my screen? All right, so go down here. Oh, look. Oh, cute like that. Okay. Oops. I messed up. All right. So go down here to friends, right here. Y'all see this? Okay. Okay. So this is my IPA group right here that I've got. So we're going to create a list just for fun. All right. We're going to create a list. This is going to be our chicken list. All right. Does everybody know what a chicken list is? Okay. All right. Chicken list. So we're just going to put, let's see, okay, in it, right? And you can put however many people you want in it. However, I would not put more than like 20 or, you know what I mean? Like otherwise, or 30, it depends. You don't want 100 people in your friends list because you won't be able to get through that news feed. All right, so I'm going to.
Dawn is on your chicken list.
No, she's not. I just started typing letters.
I know, that's so hilarious.
I know, right? Okay, so we're going to create the list. Okay, so you see it up here, right here, chicken list. So now this news feed is specifically those people that I put on my chicken list. All right, so I can be very intentional with liking and commenting on the people, my non-Plexus people. All right, because if you like and comment on their posts, what's going to happen? Facebook is going to think, hey, they want to see each other's posts. So now Crystal Clemens is going to see, she's one of my almost rubies, she's going to see my post. Amber's going to see my post. You know what I mean? So I can be very intentional about it.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
I missed a step. Where did you go to do that? Where did you go to create the friends list?
I know. Where was that?
Okay, so you hit home up here, right? See it? Home.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And come over here. These are your favorites. You have your groups as your favorites, which I can talk about too.
Yeah.
Okay, friends. I just click friends. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
That's my family.
Cool.
Do you have to do this on a computer, a desktop, or can you also do that on your phone?
You can manipulate it on your phone. You cannot create it on your phone.
Can you do it on an iPad, or is the iPad the same as the phone?
I think, well, actually, I take that back. You know what? I think you could probably do it using Safari or your whatever internet, browser you have.
Okay, yeah.
You just can't I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. You can't do it in the app.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you can manipulate it on your phone. Now, I will tell you that on your phone, when you go to you can't see my phone, but when you go to, can you see me? I guess you can see me, can't you?
I mean, I can see you.
Okay. All right, so if we're in the app,
What is this?
can you see it? I know the lighting's not that great. Like you're in your app, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to click, where is it? You're going to click feeds. Yeah. You see it? I don't, if the light's totally in the way.
Yes.
If you go to your app and you click, it's under like your name, and then it has like friends, events, groups, moments. And then down at the bottom, it says feeds, and you go to your feeds, and then it shows it shows all your friends list. Okay. And you could add somebody to your friends list. Like, you know how you can click on someone's name and, let me see. You can click on someone's name and you can make them a close friend. So you see their post, right?
Where
right
do you
here.
do that?
Right. So here I can add them to another list, and I can add them to my chicken list. Or I can add, I can.
And then on the app, just so you know what it does
That
now,
is
lets you
so cool.
by their name, which makes it pop up the newsfeed as well. There's like a new little icon thing. Have you seen that on the app?
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
So when you say it shows up in the feed, you're talking about our general news feed. We don't have to go to that specific friends list and see.
No, you have to go to they still will show up in your general news feed, but you have to go to, like, if you're being intentional and it's your chicken list and that's in your DMO for the day, is I want to make sure that I'm commenting and liking on my top 20 people that I want on my team. Then you want to go to that friends list and be really intentional with your Facebook time. Okay. Because we all know scrolling Facebook is not income producing.
No, right. Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm confused really quickly. So if I go to my friends list and I do a post, that post isn't just for that list or anything. That friends list is simply for me to interact with, not for me to do a specific post for, right?
Actually, you can post here. Let me show you.
Okay.
You can post directly.
Like here. I can post it to my chicken list.
Stop it.
Yes.
Oh no. I'm going to do like, do you hate your life in a cubicle?
that might piss them off, but yeah, you can do that. But I mean, I could do that. Like, I could post it just to my chicken list.
I'm just kidding. You knew what I meant.
I know. I know. Totally meaning. Yeah.
My heart is in the right place. I'm just saying, like, the fact that you can do that and be like, that's amazing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is also, for people that are afraid to open up their Facebook to be public, because all of our Facebooks should be public unless we have some like really psycho ex or something. You know what I mean? Like, of course we have situations, but like, if I don't, my ex is actually really good. So if you want to promote something, like if you're putting your kid's picture out there, like, your little girl's picture, well, we don't want everyone seeing that, so just do it to your friends on Facebook, or just do it to, your family. I mean, I could just send the pictures of my kids to my family. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to go to everybody.
Yeah, I get it. That's amazing. I needed this.
Oh, goody. I have to braid hair. Okay. So,
hi, little one.
It's the big one. See?
It's the big one. Oh, hi. Sorry.
So anyway, what else? Oh, I guess I can stop sharing. Oh, no, do y'all know about, I did this on Dawn Andrews' call. I was like, did you know about, okay, so how to make, like, over here, these are like my favorites, my favorite groups.
I have
okay.
that.
Yeah, you know how to do all that?
I don't know if everyone else does.
Okay, so you want to go to, like, this is my team page. So I want to my thing's here. Okay, there we go. I want to make sure it's on my favorites. So you're going to click over here on the 3 dots and you're going to make it, I can remove it from my favorites, or I can add it from my favorites. Okay? Because you want to make sure that, like, y'all want to make sure that you're seeing Rachel's, team post every time that somebody posts in there. Because, I mean, that's important information. I mean, she's an emerald. You want to, you want to be on your uplines page, and then you want to be on your closest jewels page. I mean, there's no question. So,
well, thanks, Marianne.
Well, duh, you didn't get emerald, like, for not knowing what you're doing. So, you know what I mean? So it's just, you want to make sure that there's certain pages that you want to, make sure that you're following. So,
totally.
What else? Okay.
Okay, so the favoriting, you've got all these tricks over here. You've got to show us all your tricks.
Okay. What else? I don't know. About what? About posting or about groups or about, we can talk about Facebook groups. Facebook groups are great. I love Facebook groups. However, I would encourage everybody to treat them like a library. You're going to check out a book and then you're going to put it back. All right. We're not going to get lost in Facebook groups. Okay. Because they can be very non-income producing. I'm sorry. Are you okay with me braiding my daughter's hair?
Yeah. What do you mean lost in not team pages, but what groups? Oh, like the testimonials and stuff?
Right. Like, we've got a group for, diabetes or fibromyalgia or, my big toe turned green when I took Plexus. I mean, whatever, like that kind of thing. But you don't want to get sucked into those groups because a lot of times, number one, you don't know who's posting in there. You don't know what rank they are. I mean, they could have just been starting and they think they have an opinion about everything, So
I don't go in those groups anymore, and I actually don't add new ambassadors to a lot of the groups anymore because I don't think it's good IPA, and I also don't think that people know what they're talking about.
Right.
Like you said, yeah, it's a lot of opinions, and I mean, we have a big enough team now, like we don't really need all that. We have a lot of testimonials on our own pages, and we're part of the Team Flex It Forward page, and we can find testimonials without spending all our time in these groups, I feel like.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. So do you want me to give you a couple technology tip things, or do you want me to stay on Facebook?
No.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. So I did this whole leveraging technology presentation thing, and it's so funny because everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so organized." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you haven't seen my desk. I'm not organized at all." Look, Maggie's like, "No, she's not." So night, baby. So does everybody? One thing that I have found that has been very helpful to me is to use the notes section on my phone. Does everybody use the notes section on your phone? I know Rachel does. She's taking notes. All right. So what I keep in there, I always tell a new ambassador, I'm like, okay, put your website in there, put your login information and your password. And, a lot of times I have one section where I save YouTube videos that I like. I did that for a long time, and I still have it on my notes section. Like I've got the product video, I've got Ame Darlings on the triplex, I've got, things like that. But now I have a YouTube channel, so I save those to my YouTube channel, and that's just an easy way to find them as well. And then, hold on.
YouTube videos.
Huh?
Which YouTube videos do you like?
Let's see. The ones I use a lot, it's so funny. Hold on, I'll find my list. I keep in there the notes. I keep how to purchase. I'm like, here are the 3 ways to purchase. And I have it all the way written out. So all I have to do, the triplex is what I keep on there. And I revise it maybe a little bit on if I'm talking to somebody different. But for the most part, I mean, it's the same thing every time.
So we have a post on our Facebook page that's an easy copy and paste notes. I think that's kind of what you're saying. It's like something when someone adds someone new to their team, they tag them in it and say, copy and paste this stuff into your notes for easy conversation information. Yep. Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
But I haven't really told people to save their login and website.
Well, just because I have so many new ambassadors that join that are like, what's my website again?
Totally.
And then I create a shortcut on my phone. You can create a shortcut. Does everybody know how to do that? I see Maria's shaking her head. Yes. Where it's like you type in www, like I do that and it's like, bam, my whole website just comes up.
Jenny taught me that in Denver, but how do you do it? I don't know how to teach others.
It's under settings. If you go under settings, and
is it just for iPhone though, because some people have Samsung.
I was going to say it's different for each one, but if you go under settings and signatures, it's all where like the signatures is. You can put your signature down.
What?
Plexus Ambassador on your, like if you send a text message, you can make a signature.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you can make a signature where it says like every time you send a text message, because y'all, it takes 6 or 7 times. We've got to brand ourselves, right?
And it's all like ambassador, because I wrote that the other day and I almost passed out. Like
Yeah.
in an email, I was like, "Thank you, Rachel Wagner, Emerald Ambassador, Plexus Worldwide."
Yes.
Crazy.
Isn't it crazy?
Okay, so do you
I
put a signature on your text messages that says, like, not your friends' text messages? So who are you messaging that you have a signature on?
Anybody I send a text message to.
Like even your friends that don't do Plexus?
Absolutely. They need to know over and over again that they're not very smart for not joining my team. I don't have time for that.
Agreed. Agreed.
I mean, you know, like,
Yep.
I want to do it too. I want to remind people I'm an Emerald and I have my Lexus and they should be in Kona. Where is it?
oh, where is it? Okay, hold please. All right. Go under settings.
That is amazing. Okay, I'm in settings. Everybody
Okay.
get your phone out if you have an iPhone. And hold
Yeah.
it up. I want to see everyone's phone up with an iPhone. I know. I see 2 iPhones.
I'm on my iPhone, so how am I going to hold it up?
I don't know. I'll just do it for you.
Yeah. You and your iPhone. You're hating on the Android.
Oh my gosh, where is it?
I
Yeah, I
mean,
haven't done. I haven't set mine up in so long.
Shelly, I'm going to rile you because you'd have some sick graphics if you had an iPhone and had word swag. Just saying.
What do you use?
Word swag?
Word swag.
Can I teach you something tonight?
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Right, that word swag. I use
The bomb.
Okay, my new one's Rona.
And yeah, we've been using that.
Oh, bless it. All right.
You just got the whatever.
All right. Oh, where is it? Hold
I
on.
love you, Marianne.
I know, love you, girl. Okay. Okay, you put me on the spot. Hold, please. Under settings.
Mail contacts calendar.
Privacy. Let me see. Hold on.
Maybe. Let's try mail contacts calendar. No, because it's text message. It's really text message
Under mail contacts. Well, no. Never mind.
for the
It's
text
been-
messagey one.
Oh, I know where it is. It's under messages.
Oh.
So if you go under, if you're in settings and you go down to messages, then you can add, where's that?
It says iMessage forwarding, read receipt, send an SMS, MMS. It doesn't say anything about
No, it's there. I know it's there.
well, the thing is they've had it to where like you can't click on anything for whatever reason.
Hold on. Because I just taught it to, no, it's been a while.
Okay. You
I don't have it on mine because I don't want my ex-husband having it, but yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, it's here. Dang it. I'm going to find it.
Well, okay. You can find it or you can, I mean,
No, I'm going to find it and I'll post it on your team page
yeah, totally. But we'll do that.
because that's annoying me because it's there.
But Word Swag, basically what they've done is they felt, I can tell that they were competing with Rona because it's a $4 app, but it's well worth it. But it didn't have as many backgrounds as Rona and it didn't have gold foil. And now it does. It has all of it. I mean, it's like the sickest app I've ever used, and it's so easy. You look like you're like a graphic designer. People think I'm way better at graphics than I am because of Word Swag. Literally.
Oh my gosh. That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, you have to know colors and like composition, but yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And yay to Jessica Caldwell, whose team is joining. I mean, our team is growing while we're on this call.
Jess, did you just get an ambassador? Oh, there it is. My emails are
Yeah.
Hey! That is our 6th ambassador for today, you guys.
Yay.
I know. Well, the emails don't always come through every day, so I don't know what's going on.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Okay, well, I'm going to find it because I've taught on it before.
Okay.
But it's been a while, and I know it's there. And that's
Okay,
going to bug me.
will you teach us something else? What
Yeah.
else?
Okay, let me see.
Share your brain. I feel like a kid in a candy store. You've given me so much information.
Do you guys have customer service on your favorites on your phone?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Always do that. Calendar, use your calendar on your phone for reminders. A lot of times, if you don't have a working calendar, guys, I would suggest getting a working calendar. I have my Erin Condren calendar, which I never got until I was a senior Ruby because I was too cheap. It's really hard coming from like survival mode and food stamps to paying $50 for a calendar. I still have a hard time with that, but I did. And, but that, and then I have my electronic calendar. And a lot of times when I'm following up with somebody, I put it in my calendar and I'll put it in my electronic calendar. I mean, I'll put it on my phone with an alert. You know, if I get a new ambassador 3 days later, okay, follow up with them. Have they gotten their products? 5 days later, 7 days, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay. So hold on. So you have a 3, 5, because everyone's different.
No, I don't have a formula. That was just thrown out there. It depends. On each ambassador, for me, it depends. Because
like
if
level ones, you mean?
Yeah, level ones I'm talking about. So if somebody is like really has candida issues and has like serious candida, I mean, I'm on a daily, like I'm daily following up with them. Like, how's it going? This and that. But then it goes to, it's a week. I mean, I used to do follow-up Fridays. That's kind of what I did. That's kind of like my MO. It's just, that helps me remember. And I just follow up on Fridays.
That's what our IPA thread was, is follow-up Fridays.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times, I mean, discernment is kind of or intuition is one of my gifts. So a lot of times I just kind of know when to follow up with somebody, if that makes sense.
That's wild. I mean, I'll share my method. So basically when I sign up a level 1, it depends on if they're runner or customer, but I put it in my phone, 1, to follow up with them within 3 days. And then definitely if I've signed them up and they've been a little apprehensive about the back office, like I don't really know if I want to sign up for a backup order, really know if I want to sign up for this, I don't know if I want to ship, then I make a note to follow up with them before their backup order would come out 2 weeks before. Because I don't want their backup order to come out if they don't want it, and I want them to feel like I'm taking care of it and they don't have to worry about it. And I've had everyone that signs up on my level 1 sign up with a backup order because I offer that as an option.
I just tell them to do it.
Well, Marian, not everyone is just willing to do it, you know?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I throw my unicorn rainbow glitter at them, but they don't always listen.
I know, right? I wish they did. Wish they always listened.
But I feel like some people might not understand it or be insecure and think, okay, well, I don't really want to commit to this. And even though I tell them you need to commit to 60 to 90 days to be wholesale, I still want them to have that security blanket. Like, girl, you're going to love it. But hey, listen, I'll just put it in my calendar to follow up with you to make sure, mainly if we need to change your products. Like, let's say they order the triplex. They probably aren't going to need BioCleanse next month. So I've already talked to them and told them, I think you need to try the X Factor with your next order. So they have Paint Drink, Probiotic, and X Factor for their next order. So we need to talk anyways, you know, and just keep the conversation there. That's just how I do it.
No, that's so good. That's good. That's really good. And I follow up with the customers always, you know, probably about 10 days before their preferred customer order is going to go out too, just to convert them to an ambassador. You know,
okay. I think Stephanie had a question because Stephanie, it showed the chat, but it doesn't show what you said. It's weird, but it showed that a chat bubble came up. Did you have a question, Steph?
I think.
Yeah, I was actually just going to ask about what I came in like right at the end of that sentence there. It broke up, but what calendar or what organizer that she was using that she was talking about?
Me, I use an Erin Condren now, but I used the $10 one from Walmart up until like January of this year.
Oh, okay. I caught the end of that and I was like, oh, okay. I was looking for one. So I was just seeing if there was anything specific you loved about the Erin Condren one.
I mean, it's good. It's great. It's pretty because I like it because it has pictures on the front that I put all my pictures on. But I mean, the bottom line, whatever calendar you get, the key is not the calendar. It's whether or not we all use the calendar.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, like, but I mean, I don't know. I love the Erin Condren just because it looks pretty. But
I've just heard of some people talking about having the calendars that are specific to Plexus, but I can't seem to find them. And they even have like charts for water and like what products they're on and keeping up with that and everything. And I've heard a couple people mention it, and I just cannot find out which one it is. I can't find the post. I'm like, oh, I should have saved that.
Go look at it's called Plex U Smart. Look up, I think it's Plex U Smart on Etsy.
Okay.
On my team who developed one that Sarah Marble liked and Sonia Dudley seemed to like it, but it's really good for brand new ambassadors because it's got like it wouldn't make it. It's great for brand new ambassadors because it helps them organize their list. It does go through the Frank list. It's got different just information about Plexus, but that might be you might want to look at that one just for your ambassadors, your brand new ambassadors.
Okay, great.
Wow, Marianne, thank you.
And then what was that one were you on that Beth Anderson call, Michelle, when she talked about that planner?
Nope.
Anyway, there was another one.
I would like to be on Beth Anderson's call.
No, it was like a leader call. It wasn't.
Which one?
Maybe it was just for our team leaders. I don't remember. It's been a while.
I know that Shelly has an Erin Condren. We got her one for a team prize. And do you like your Erin Condren, Shell?
I do, yes.
You're big on organization.
I am. I have to have everything has to have its little checkbox.
Are you green?
Very. Got it right here. It has my name on it.
It's really pretty. I feel like I've heard from different people they like Erin Condren because for them, like the way that it organizes them. I use my phone because the likelihood that I'm ever going to have that on me is so slim. I carry like my small little purse, like my, you know. But for people that need to write it down, I feel like I've heard Erin Condren is amazing.
Yeah, I like mine.
Absolutely.
And
I agree.
you have an Erin Condren, Kimmy?
I do, and I love it. But you know what? As far as me being so busy, I'm not gonna lie. My phone is it. Like the notes in my phone, or me keeping up, keeping track with everything. It's all in my phone. But I do love it. Like very much so.
Your phone's big. It's like a mini computer.
I love my iPhone 6 Plus.
I love my 6 Plus.
Okay, so in your phone, you were saying to set the calendar date. So basically just your follow-ups to be either on a written calendar or your phone calendar, but to do the follow-ups in some sort of a calendar.
Yeah. I've found that is helpful. Definitely. Just to have it written down, to where you can get an alert to it. I lost y'all. I was looking at my screen because I was going to share something with y'all.
Share.
I know. Well, I did a whole training on, does everybody know how to use Facebook Messenger effectively?
Well, I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. Are we effective?
Okay. Not effectively. I'm just threw that out there. I'm sure you all do. Okay. So let me, a couple tricks here. Let me share my screen. I'm going to share okay. All right. So this was a presentation that I did. All right. So let me move this over. All right. So I was talking about different apps that I use on my phone. Of course, Facebook Messenger is huge. If you go, do y'all ever get put in group messages with people? And so you can mute those.
Yes, ma'am.
This is how you can mute
Big
them.
time.
We have a lot of threads, yes.
Okay, so because I know I'm on a couple different ones myself with my different leaders and their teams and stuff, but you can mute them if you just click on the name and you can mute that conversation. Also, if anybody is not using the record on the voice message for your messenger, you need to start using that because of just the personal and they can hear your passion and your energy and all that stuff. And you can say a heck of a lot more on a minute voice message that you can typing. So, and a lot of stuff gets misconstrued. So I use those over anything a lot.
I completely agree. And Santi is like the queen of that.
You can also go through, and this is all for an iPhone. I'm sorry. When I had somebody there, I had somebody with their Droid, and they were showing me all how they did it. But assuming in the app on either phone, it's going to work the same way. So you can go and see what pictures you've shared with people. Does everybody know how to do that? So you click on their name, and then you go down, you scroll down, and you can see all the pictures you've ever shared with somebody. Okay, so a lot of times when I need to follow up with somebody, I will slide the message over and mark it as unread so I know to go back, because otherwise it gets like pushed down, and then you forget.
Yes, that is genius.
Yep, so mark it as unread. That's a good tip. Okay, so does everybody know how to find like those message requests for the people that you don't know or aren't friends with? Y'all need to check these, because the first time I checked it, I had like 5 people in my message request people. Now Facebook has with the update, they notify you, but before, even online, they didn't. And I went in there and I had like 5 people asking me about Plexus that weren't my friends, and it was months later. But people message request, and you can see like your filtered messages.
As soon as I'll just have to throw my 2 cents in there. Whenever I realized that there was a whole different aspect as far as like what you're talking about, I had like literally like 17 different people that I like wasn't friends with. Yeah. That were questions about Facebook, not Facebook, but Plexus.
I know, so, and you feel horrible. You're like,
I know, but like most people don't know where to find that, right. And I didn't know it for a while, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, sorry for the late response, but da 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 da. So I'm glad that you're speaking up on that.
Well, I just found
Not all foreigners and weirdos. I wish it was 17 people that wanted Plexus. One's a French guy.
I know.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So, let's see.
Well, that's crazy.
Okay, that's every post. Does everybody use the Paylation app?
Oh.
Paylation. You can go there and you can see your what's in your pay portal, and you can transfer money and stuff. That's really kind of cool. Expense tracker is what I use to track my miles. It's an app. I don't usually pay for apps, and that's one that I paid for. I just found that was the best way I can track my miles. And no, it does not calculate when you're moving and all that stuff. That'd be nice.
So for some reason, Santi's questions aren't like, it just shows a chat bubble, but it doesn't show what she's asking. Stephanie?
She said she has to go.
Okay. How come I can't read it? Can everyone else read it? Okay.
Yeah, I totally saw it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
One of the other things is you can save a post. Do y'all know how to save a post? So if you see a post that you like, hey baby, or you see a video you can click this little button and you can actually save it, and then it'll come up on your there's a thing on your Facebook over here, right here. Where is it? Saved. You can click saved, and then those posts will come up, whatever you've saved. I don't use it very often, but you can, and those are your saved posts.
On the Paylation, and then I think we have to wrap it up. On the Paylation, Marianne,
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that like when we get that email that says funds are being transferred, that I could log into the app and move the funds over in advance?
No, it's just like it's just instead of, I know, wouldn't that be nice, right? So, no. I mean, the key is to remember, just to like summarize, the key is to remember, find what works for you. There's so much out there. There's so many apps. There's so many things. There's so much whatever. It's whatever works for you. But don't overcomplicate everything, because confusion leads to, what is it? What's my saying that I say? I'm so tired. It's like after 10 here. Anyway, just don't complicate it, right? And then the thing is also to remember is just social media, bottom line, being a good friend and being a thoughtful person to say a couple things on somebody's post, to be intentional, to make sure that your Facebook time is income producing. Make sure that you're not spending an hour scrolling through Facebook. That is not income producing. Okay, be intentional with your time. That's huge, because we can all get sucked in. I mean, I can get sucked in, to where it's like, oh, darn, it's 30 minutes later and I have,
Totally.
So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yay!
Hey.
Thank you. I'm going to stop the recording just in case anyone has anything to ask.